Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Monday, the 28th of April. The government's defending itself after 3 applicants who failed physical tests were still admitted to police college. Police are auditing hundreds of applications to determine how widespread the issue is. The Police Association and Labour Party suspect it's because of political pressure to meet the government goal of 500 extra officers by late November. Minister Mark Mitchell says he's adamant standards are being maintained.
I find it a bit rich hearing the Labour Party come out when they drop the swimming standard. They drop standards around low-level offences, drink driving and drugs offences. We haven't dropped any standards at all.
Prime Minister Christopher Luxon says the government's working to make sure more early childhood support goes to the families who are supposed to receive it. Our newsrooms revealed the maximum $75 a week rebate has only been going to 249 families, far fewer than the 21,000 who were expected to get it. The eligibility criteria is now being expanded. The Prime Minister told Mike Hosking the government had been focused on getting the policy in place for families as quickly as possible.
Clearly, some assumptions from IRD based on some incomplete information led to challenges there. Some of the assumptions were wrong as to how much people would receive and how they would do that, but we can fix that up.
Meanwhile, Luxon says ACC is being told to look over its ethnic outcome targets. ACT has challenged the minister responsible, claiming the agency's moves to reduce disproportionate injuries to Māori and Pasifika in manufacturing are against Cabinet's guidelines. ACC says it aligns with the government wanting need-based services. Luxon says he understands Minister Scott Simpson was comfortable about the targets.
Obviously, it's an operational decision for them, but he's now asked them to go back and reassure themselves and him that that's been handled well.
New Zealanders are still very much feeling the effects of the cost of living crisis. The Financial Services Council's latest annual Finance Resilience Index shows 55% of people worry about money daily or weekly. Up to 30% say their savings would last less than a month if they lost their job. Chief Executive Kirk Hope told the Prosperity Project there's not a lot of resilience in the system. A term into the government's teaching mandates, not all principals are convinced. Since February, all schools are required to teach an hour of reading, writing and maths a day up to Year 8. Children in Years 3 to 10 must do progress tests twice a year. Upper Hutt's Birchville School principal, Robin Brown, believes change wasn't needed, with most schools covering subjects in other ways.
Primary education is integrated, so when they're doing PE, they'd be doing maths. When they're learning about rivers, they'd be doing literacy and numeracy.
A 30-year-old man's in custody in Canada after a car ramming at a festival in Vancouver, killing at least 11 people and injuring more than 20. To sport. A 5-way playoff at the LPGA's first major of the year has led to Japan's Mao Saigo winning on the first hole at the Chevron Championship. Lydia Ko finished in a tie for 52nd at 5 over. Shane Van Gisbergen's finished 31st at the latest NASCAR race in Alabama. And the bout to decide boxing's undisputed heavyweight champion has been locked in. Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois will face off for the second time on Sunday, July 20th, New Zealand time at Wembley. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.